Has this ever happened to you? You're a school or district leader rolling out a brand new plan or initiative that you are super proud of, only to receive a response that isn't exactly enthusiastic. You hear a member of your school or district community say, "Great, another new thing we have to do." It doesn't have to be this way. The secret to rolling out a new strategic plan that is as exciting for students, educators, staff, community members, and families as it is for you is having an effective and inclusive community engagement strategy. In this video, we'll discuss 3 reasons why community engagement is an essential part of the strategic planning process. Hi, I'm Salima. I'm a former special education teacher and State Department of Education liaison with a background in community organizing. I help schools, districts, and states across the country develop strategic plans that are responsive to the needs of their communities. Before we get started, if you're looking for more content around teacher retention, curriculum planning, leadership skills, and much more, check out our website at edelements.com for tons of free resources. Alright, so back to why community engagement is so important in the strategic planning process. Reason 1, investment from the start means you don't need to ask for buy-in at the end. This is huge. So many strategic plans and initiatives fail because of a lack of buy-in. But the best way to get buy-in is to make sure that the community has a voice in determining the key needs to be addressed and in designing solutions to meet those needs. At Education Elements, one of our core beliefs around strategic planning is that when many perspectives are consulted and included, then a plan is developed with and not for the community. We also believe that when community members are engaged in feedback and design, that there is high buy-in and low friction. At the end of the day, we all want and deserve a say in the systems, plans, and initiatives that impact our lives. Our community engagement process ensures that everyone who is impacted by big strategic decisions in our schools has a voice and a seat at the table when those decisions are made. Reason 2. Community engagement promotes equity and inclusion by elevating the most impacted voices. One of the first things we ask our teams to think about as part of the strategic planning process is, who will be the most impacted by the decisions that we will make? To help our teams think about this, we use a 2x2 matrix where we map representation versus impact. One of the goals of the community engagement component is to ensure that those in the bottom right quadrant, so the people who are underrepresented but highly impacted, are intentionally and thoughtfully invited to participate in the strategic planning process. We also know that an invitation to participate by itself is not enough. That's why we lead our teams through thinking about barriers to participation, especially for people from historically marginalized groups, like Black, Indigenous, and people of color, people with disabilities, immigrants and non-native English speakers, and people experiencing poverty. We believe that inclusive community engagement strategies directly address these barriers to participation and lead to a more equitable education system for our students and communities. Click on the box in the upper right-hand corner to check out our Connect Equitable Engagement Guide and our Include Guide, and to learn about how the community engagement process promotes equity and inclusion. Both guides are free and available to download on our website. Reason 3. Community engagement makes implementation of your strategic plan more successful. As part of our strategic planning process at Education Elements, we help districts form teams made up of students, families, educators, administrators, and community members. These teams work together to build out the mission, vision, values, focus areas, and key initiatives that make up the strategic plan. By working together to create the plan, team members get a lot of practice in things like collaboration, building consensus, communication strategies, and resolving disagreements. These skills come in handy when it's time to form implementation teams that actually carry out the plan. We also help our districts think about strategic planning implementation pitfalls. One of the tools we use is this visual that shows what can happen during implementation when you don't have the right combination of shared vision, skills, resources, incentives, and an action plan. The importance of community engagement during the implementation process is that it helps everyone in the district community operate on a shared vision, which helps avoid confusion and makes it more likely that implementation will be successful. And everyone is invested in that vision because the community came forward to create it together, further ensuring a successful strategic plan for your school. All right, to summarize, community engagement is the secret sauce for strategic planning because it increases investment, promotes equity and inclusion, and makes implementation more successful in the long run. We've found that sometimes having a third party lead the logistics and facilitation of community engagement can really free you up to be an active participant and listen to and engage with your community. So if you're ready to design a strategic plan with your community instead of just for them, send us a message to see how one of our strategic planning consultants can help you. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and tap that like button. If you want more content like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified when we upload new videos. See you next time!